This guy who weighs over 200 kilograms is standing on the world stage for the first time. He is very nervous. He pointed at the referee in the yard and told him to stand a little further away. The referee thinks he's joking. No one can throw to that point. The referee couldn't wait any longer and urged him to throw the ball quickly. If that's the case, then throw it away. The fat guy shouted happily, but the referee raised the red flag. Throw-in can't be counted because he threw an injured person. He is angry and tried to explain. He obviously warned him in advance. The referee team doesn't care about this at all. After all, he did hurt the other. The guy is angry. The match keeps going. Preparing for the next round, the guy threw the dumbbells as far as he could with all his might. A new world record has been made. This man made a miracle. No one can imagine that he can do this. Just yesterday, he was still a bus driver for the national team. The Olympic Games are coming. To raise the spirits of all athletes, he added black ingredients to dinner. After the meal, all the athletes who were poisoned had to be hospitalized. The doctor told the coach that they were seriously poisoned. It would take at least a month to recover. It's all done. Tomorrow is the Olympics. There is absolutely not enough time. The angry coach pointed at Jack, scolding him for being a criminal of the nation. He even took out his phone and wanted to denounce him. Jack couldn't hold it anymore, having to give him a slap. In order not to be denounced, Jack tied up the coach. He doesn't want to be a criminal. He can only solve the problem by himself. Then he called his old friends, a group of truck drivers. His plan is letting them join in the Olympics. When these people heard that they could contribute to the country, they immediately agreed. They put on athletes' uniforms, forming the strongest Olympic team. At the Olympic opening ceremony, all the other delegations were solemn. In their turn, the style became like this. They look stupid on the outside, but they're all strong men. With a good combination, they won the men's volleyball championship. Then they beat the opponent, won the men's basketball championship. Even in a difficult sport like hockey, there is an absolute victory. This man weighing more than 200 kilograms is an athlete with natural talent. He never learned to throw weights, just watched the match once and was able to break the world record. He only plays ping pong once in half a year, but he can already compete with other national players to win the table tennis championship. After winning 2 individual gold medals, Jack's biggest challenge was this competition. Jack ran with enthusiasm like nobody could stop him. When he dances, people only see sand and dirt fly everywhere. Invalid jump. Why? Apparently when he jumped, he didn't touch the line. The referee watched the VCR carefully. As expected, they saw his foot stepping on the line, so they declared his last jump invalid. No one would have thought that this man weighing more than 200 kilograms created such an amazing event. His jumping distance is up to 7m28. Only on the first day, Jack won gold medals in weightlifting and table tennis, another silver medal in the long jump. He also led the fantastic team to defeat their opponents, winning basketball and volleyball championships. They won 5 golds and 4 silvers on the first day of the Olympics. In addition to having strong abilities, they are also helped by Jack. He did all sorts of tricks to harass opponents and challenged the referees. The assistant couldn't stop him either. Jack brought his medal and showed it to the coach, but he doesn't believe that this is a fake medal. Jack got angry and hit him once and continued to cover his mouth. In the evening they went out to celebrate. There was also a small match against a neighboring country. The first was the sausage eating contest. The opponent was arrogant. Jack doesn't consider his opponent to be anything. In terms of eating and drinking, no one can surpass him. The competition started. Jack ate like never before, waiting until he licked the plate clean. The opponent's plate is still intact. The second game is to ride a bull. Before starting, the opponent also told Jack to be careful, but in less than 3 seconds, he was thrown upside down on the ground. In Jack's turn, it was so simple. However, when the bull turned round faster and faster, he vomited. Last night he had drank too much alcohol. The next day, the assistant came to find him. The weightlifting competition has started. He missed the first push. Only 1 time left. To win, he has to double his weight. That means he has to lift 350 kilograms to get a gold medal. The other players will inhale some ammonia before entering the field to make themselves more excited. And Jack did the opposite. He picked up his rotten shoes and smelled it. Then he shook his body, warmed up, and started lifting weights. But the next second, such a shame came to him. how the torn hold on the pants is getting bigger and bigger. He can't keep this situation going. To ease the embarrassment, he forced himself to take a deep breath. He succeeded in lifting a weight of 350 kilograms. Everyone is super excited. This is a rare world record. Everyone in the stands clapped non-stop, but Jack on the field stood still. Due to lack of oxygen, he directly fell to the ground. Once again, he got one more gold medal. Jack is more and more popular, completely looking down on the other players. But his next opponent is a pretty strong boxing champion. Jack thought of a way to deal with him. Before the match started, he injected stimulants into the candy. Just wait until the champion defeats his opponent, he would report, and he would be able to defeat him without a fight. But unfortunately he miscalculated. The opponent of the champion didn't come because of diarrhea. The final match became his duel with the boxing champion. It's over this time. Jack trembled with fear. The match started. Jack ran around the ring. Originally, he wanted to perform a stealth attack, but this guy's head is harder than a rock. He shouted to his assistant to throw the white towel and surrender, but not in time. He punched Jack so hard that he was stunned. After the match, Jack reported him using drugs. The test result is positive. The boxing champion is stripped of his gold medal. Jack is the winner. The boxer realized that Jack has trapped him and rushed to fight him. In retaliation, the boxer locked Jack in the sauna, then turned the temperature down. Jack shouted for help until the next day when his assistant found him. He was frozen as a sculpture. To save him, the assistant can only put him on the fire to melt the ice. Jack is now fully recovered. In the Chores of Gongs, he went to the wrestling ring. He never practiced wrestling, so he doesn't understand the rules. Just starting, he made a mistake. The referee stopped him and told him to obediently kneel on the ground, but Jack disagreed with this. But here are the rules of the contest. To end this match, Jack grabbed the opponent's leg and threw him out of the ring. Next is a fencing competition at a fluid pace. He also won the fencing championship. At the archery competition, he started by picking his nose, then picked his ears again, then performed a magic show. Finally, he hit the center point without aiming, completely dumbfounded opponent. On the closing night of the Olympics, the final category is the 200 minutes four-person relay final. They must win. The sound of gunfire rang, and the competition began. The first one ran very fast. The second one easily took the lead. The third person was also competitive. However, in Jack's turn, he doesn't show any good collaboration. After receiving the stick, he even turned around and beat his teammate. Jack started the frantic chase. Under everyone's enthusiastic cheers, he overcame the two players. He ran hard, continuously overtaking his opponent. At the last second, he won by a huge margin, creating the biggest legend of this Olympic Games.